and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about why you shouldn't buy fake designer goods. So if you like this type of video, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like because it really helps my channel. Now this has come out because when I put my designer bag collection video up, I also did some deep dives into the more popular ones out of that collection. There were some comments in the comment section around I buy my designer bags from here, or fake designer bags from here, and there were some websites which I've tried to delete all those comments from those videos because I want to discourage you from even looking or going down that rabbit hole of buying fake designer goods, and these are the main reasons why. So the first one is quality. The quality of fake designer bags are never going to be good. They're going to fall apart. They're going to look cheap, the stitching's going to be off, it's not going to have the same authenticity or the microchips inside, it's just not going to look good. And if it does look good, it might look good for a few minutes to naked eye, but things aren't going to match. So the fabric, for example, Louis Vuitton looks like one sheet, it's not going to look like one sheet. It's just, you know, it's not going to be great. Because the reason why design items are that expensive, yes, it's because they are exclusive. There is an exclusivity about some designer items, but also they have where they resource the materials, they have proper work practices, they are often, for example, the European brands are under European working laws and that kind of thing. So there are things in place to protect workers and resources. So that is part of the reason why you do pay a premium for those designer goods. It's not all the reasons, but it's some of those reasons. And when you buy from the fake illegal designer bags, they don't have those resources in there. So you don't know how people are treated, you don't know where the materials come from, and it's just going to look and be poor quality. You don't have custom service, you've got no returns, and it's never usually that cheap. So although it's less expensive than a designer bag, obviously, it's usually going to be £60–70 or £200 for a dupe, and you can find really good quality leather dupe bags from places like Etsy or other designer or other high street stores, which are just as good quality. It doesn't need to have the YSL or the Louis Vuitton label on to be a really good leather product. You can just buy beautiful leather goods for much less, which are dupes that have elements of the bag that you would like to buy one day, and that would be a much better solution than feeding into the illegal designer market. And so that comes to the second point, is that the illegal designer market is usually funding things that you just don't know, and usually there is a victim at the end of it. It could be gang related or trafficking or anything like that, and you just don't know where those proceeds of crime are going to. So it's really best to stay away from that market. It's not a fair market. You know that people are probably being treated really poorly who are making those goods. You can't see the end of where that actually came from. All you do is have the goods in your hands, and you have to know that when you buy those goods, there is always a victim at the end of those, and you don't want to be part of that cycle of creating more and more victims for a demographic of people. The reason is stealing designs. So I know a lot of friends who have gone to fashion school and gone to actually study and now work in different houses or for high street brands, and when they sit and design, it's really special process to them. So when you create a piece of art, and designing clothing, however simple it might look or however avant-garde it is, or couture, it is a process, and it's a creative process, and anybody who has a creative bone in their body knows that when you put your ideas forward, it means so much. And it's so special, and to have that created, whether it's a drawing at home or whether it's a piece of clothing or a bag, that is special for that person. So by buying illegal items, you're taking that creativity away from somebody else who's worked really hard to get into that position or be part of the fashion house. And creative industries, it's an industry that I've been in for a long time, and they are really difficult to get into and really difficult to work your way up and through and navigate through, because the competition is sky high. So when you buy items that have been stolen basically from these great designers, you're taking away a bit of their creativity, a bit of that heart of their creativity, and it's not really fair. So whether it's a t-shirt or a bag or whatever it is, don't go down the illegal route, because you want to play, you obviously bought it because you like that fashion brand, or you like that t-shirt, or you like whatever it is. And I'm talking about actually theft across, it could be a small designer from Etsy or a huge fashion house, but you wanted to buy that fake for a reason. So honor that designer by buying the real thing, or doing a nod to it in a different way, but don't buy the exact replicas and steal from that fashion house, because it's not really showing your love for the fashion house in the way that you think it is. Now, the last reason that I want to speak to you about is a really big one, which I think some people forget, is that the items, and I talked a bit about it, about resourcing. The items from illegal sites often have high levels of toxic ingredients in, and I think they did a recent study even with companies like Shein. They found they had like 3 or 4 times the level of lead in their materials, and the legal limits for Europe and the rest of the world. And that is actually quite scary. These are items that you will either wear, or you'll lay across your body, or like fake makeup, let's just put it all in one category. And these toxins are coming through your skin, and you don't know what it's doing to your body. So you have to be really aware that designer items isn't fake designer items aren't a case of just taking it out of the box and wearing it. You literally don't know what it's made from, the conditions it was made in, whether it's actually clean, anything like that. And you are putting it on your body, on your skin, or letting your children play with it. You just don't know. So it's really not worth you actually putting your own health at risk as well, just to have a piece of designer items, or have a designer items. It's just not worth it. It's far better to buy a dupe, a good quality dupe, or to save and feel the pleasure of actually going into a store and picking up that item and having it for yourself forever, an investment piece that you love and you're going to cherish forever and pass it down, or whatever you're going to do with it. So I really hope that you found this video interesting, or just a bit of a reminder of why you shouldn't go down the illegal fakes route. And if you've got any questions, put them down below, or tips for anyone else about dupes, or where to get dupes, or any good quality dupes. I'm going to look into it for a video to look at good quality dupes of designer items for those of you who are just putting your foot into the designer world and don't want to commit to that, or don't really actually want to spend on luxury but like the look of things. I'm going to prepare a video to go alongside this to put up for the following week. But I really hope you found this video interesting, and